Oh no. I think I've now become a more of a monster than Pikmin.
Oh my crap. This is so much worse than killing Pikmin.
Oh man.
Oh! Oh, I killed myself now! The timer was at 0! The timer was at 0! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, kill him now! Grab the Santa instead of doing the wrong! No! No!
I somehow saved it. I somehow saved myself.
I grabbed the Santa! I was supposed to grab the pigeon, I grabbed the Santa!
Oh my god. You almost got me though.
Until I didn't. Oh no, that was so disgraceful. That was so disgraceful. Where have you been going, asshole? Oh, yeah. What? What are you doing? You just fell in a hole.
I did just fall in a hole. Quick, Zero, make the hole bigger. That way when people back up to see the third, they'll fall in a hole.
Funny. I have this game like all the settings back. Oh, dude, that guy almost threw you off, dude.
Why you get so free, dude?
Oh, snap! Oh, wow! Wow! Need a save right there. Let's go. Need a save.
This game gets far less creepy.
Never mind. Never mind. Oh.
Everyone do without my screeching tangle. I don't even know what to do.
All of you.
Alright, let's start streaming. Just immediately need to cough. That's awesome. But yes, welcome everybody out to today's stream. I am Ice. I am your host of this nonsense, and I am still getting over the tail end of a cold, so my voice sounds all nice and raspy. I hope you all enjoy it. But today, we are here to check out the wireless Brawler 64, which has just received a USB receiver, so it can now work on PC and Switch, just in time for Nintendo Switch Online to add N64 games. So, we're going to be checking this guy out here on stream today with higher-end N64 emulation through RetroArch using the Mupen 64 Plus Next Core and the parallel RDP and RSP the best you can get in N64 emulations. So fun stuff today. And McClaws, thank you for leading us off with that awesome 17-month Twitch resub. I hope you're doing well today, man. And what's going on, Dempsey, Subi, Alex? How y'all doing? Welcome. Glad to see you all here. All right. So, another nice thing going on with today's stream, if you type !giveaway in chat, you will be taken to my Gleam.io entry to win this copy of Undercover Cops Collector's Edition for Super Nintendo. So, our friends at RetroBit are super awesome to me and give me a copy to check out for unboxing videos like you already saw on my channel. See the thing popping up over there. That probably has the unboxing vid pop up from time to time. But yeah, there it is right there actually. So I unboxed a copy of this one that RetroBit sent me, and this is actually a copy that I bought to support them in their awesome releases that I am then going to give away to one of you. So yes, lowercase g, sorry. There we go. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Cool. Cool. Yes, so there's the link to the giveaway. So you can win this Super Nintendo copy of Undercover Cops. Fantastic freaking beat 'em up. And never before released in America. This game was Japanese exclusive originally, so that's why this release is such a big freaking deal. So get entered to win on that. Sorry, I'm going to be drinking a bit of water today. My voice is not here. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and, hold on, we're going to need my mouse on the other TV, or the other computer, there we go. We're going to make this a bit bigger here. There we go. And we'll move it over there, because we don't want to be in that frame for a second. There we go. But let's go ahead and just do a little live unboxing of the wireless brawler here. I was going to make a dedicated video about it, but I just really didn't want to. It's not going to be that much different than the ones I've done in the past for this. But another thing we're going to be testing today is the USB receiver's compatibility with like other wireless brawlers. So I have the Ultra Edition here, one here. Wow. So here we go. Open the box, and we've got stuff and things. There we go. We'll keep all the stuff in the box right there for a second. But so we've got a wireless Brawler 64. Not much different than the current wireless brawlers that are out there. Pretty much exactly the same. Shoulder buttons are a little bit... Yeah, so shoulder buttons have been slightly redesigned. Not very much though, just a little bit looser. Not terribly so. So this is my launch day teal wireless brawler that I got from them. So just a slight bit looser on the triggers here. Not a whole lot. Feels really good actually. Good change. But otherwise, I'd say that it all feels pretty much the same. What up, Coit? How you doing? Welcome. Alright, so the main difference with this release is that it comes with a USB receiver here, if I can actually hold it. So USB receiver, says RetroFighters there at the top. That's actually a really cool looking receiver. I like that a lot. Versus an N64 receiver that would be like this one. So comes with the cover and everything. Like, that's pretty cool. Nice compact. I don't see a manual sync button, so I guess it just looks for any signal from a wireless brawler after it gets plugged in. Cool. You just finished entering all of them. Nice, McClaws. Good. Alright, so Ernie Zach, welcome as well. Scott RetroArch working on your Series S. Nice. Have fun with that, my friend. Love your videos. Thanks, Coit. And how you doing today, Game Tight? Welcome, everybody. Alright, so I'm plugging the USB receiver here. You can kind of see it over here. Right there. It kind of popped up in RetroArch already. But we'll look at that here more in a second. I just got to fix my... There we go. Get that back to normal now that we got this unboxing done. Well, I guess we didn't really have it done. It also comes with a USB-C cord for charging the controller. The little gray RetroFighters dude keychain. I love these keychains. I think that's a really fun thing that RetroFighters does, is have the color-coordinated keychains for their controllers. Like, it's so fun. Like, all their Dreamcast ones came with matching color-coded keychains. It was really cool. Alright. But how do we... hold start button for 3 seconds, go into pairing mode for the receiver. Okay, where is the, is there any macros for changing? Yes, there is. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, good. Oh, phew. That was really scary at first. Okay, so they have fixed the button layouts from the USB Brawlers. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Thumbstick clicks are assigned to left and up C. Nice. And we have direct input, X input, and switch mode. So how do we switch between those modes, though? I don't see a way to switch between operating modes. Like, we have how to pair. Feature sleep mode, pair, charge. Yeah, I don't see any button combinations for how to switch input modes. So maybe it can detect them automatically, but that wouldn't really make sense for X input and direct input mode for PC. Hold on, let me Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's really interesting. Whatever. We'll worry about that more for a follow-up video than this one. This is mostly just to get in and check it out. So, came prepared with the receiver. I just pressed start, brought it right up. Alright, let's see here. Let's catch up on chat. Sorry, guys. I was really trying to figure that out before we got started here. Let's see here. Nick, thank you for that follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Saw gameplay of N64 running in 4K with the new engine. So beautiful. Nice. Dude, you could get some really great stuff out of N64 emulation these days, too. I'm gonna be... My stream's only in 720p, but the gameplay being recorded is 1440p currently, so it should still look pretty good with the 2x downsample, I guess. I don't know. Can't believe how fast the Switch N64 went. That's odd. It is a little bit odd. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but whatever. We're going to dive into some stuff. We're going to get things paired up. Oh, I have my computer screen showing. Nice. Wrong computer screen. Go me. We need the capture card computer. There it is. There it is. And we still have no voice. This is going to be great. It's going to be so good. Let's make sure that we have game audio. There we go. All right. All right, so back over to the computer over here. Let's make sure that we have... Oh, dude, it's... I love how RetroArch likes to flip out on me for... likes to really flip out on me when I change mouse and keyboard over with my KVM. It freaks out so good. Alright, devices. Where is my devices? Let's go into here. Let's go into the old school one. Alright, so we have USB gamepad. Game controller settings, properties. Alright, so... Alright, everything is responding as you would hope. So this should be fine for our purposes here today. Very good. I don't know if it's in X input mode or direct input mode right now, but it shouldn't matter a whole lot for RetroArch. All right. Thanks for the YouTube videos on setting up emulators. Least I can do is a Prime sub. Well, I appreciate it there, Nick. Really do. Thanks for the support. Every little bit really helps us out. We're lucky enough to not have a high financial need input, so just every little bit really helps keep us going, so it's awesome. All right, let's go ahead. So since this is a new USB receiver, there isn't a pre-mapped controller profile for this gamepad yet under RetroArch, so I'm going to have to go in and make one. So device index USB gamepad, like it's showing up how it is, but it doesn't have an automatic profile, so we just have to set up all the controls. So set all controls B, Y, select start, D-pad up, down, left, right, A, X, L, R, L2, R2, L3, R3, left analog, right, left, down, up. We don't have a right analog stick on this controller, so we just got to let it time out for that one, for the next couple ones. But now we'll be able to navigate the menu with this guy. So there we go. So there we go. Navigation, all set. Perfect. So with N64 style controllers, I like to map them with the face buttons as the C buttons. So B, A, Y, X, according to Nintendo button mappings, and then my L3, R3 are there. A little bit different than the official button mappings, but it works for me. So now I can kind of use it like a traditional Xbox or PlayStation controller with my 4 face buttons instead of having this weird setup of 4 face buttons, if that makes any sense. All right. I'm going to make an N64 content playlist here real quick just so we can jump between games a little bit quicker. So I'm just going to make a quick playlist for my N64 games. System name. Nintendo 64. Default core. Nintendo 64 plus next. There we go. Start the scan. There we go. Oh, no, I set that one manually. It's the default button mapping is the same as the USB Tribute 64s by default. Except that they, hold on, Alexis, hold on. Instead of having turbo and clear functionality like they do on N64 mode, they made these your select and home buttons. So that works out pretty good. Apparently the kids were doing something so funny it made Alexis pee her pants. So she gets to go change now. That's fun. No, they didn't update the name of the buttons because these are still usable on they're still usable on the N64 receivers, I believe. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. I just needed to look at the back of the label here. That's where they have the macro for changing between direct input and X input. It's weird to me that it's not in the manual as well, but there it is. We stand corrected, thankfully. So it looks like it starts off in direct input mode, which is to be expected, since that will give it better compatibility with things like PS3 and Switch. But there we go. Start plus A plus B. Gotcha. I thought that too, but they say that you can pair these ones with the USB receiver, so it makes me think that you could just pair them with anything if you just hold down that pairing mode. Like if you just hold down start and it does the pairing. So I think you can use any with the receiver. So we'll test it with the Ultra Edition here in a second, as well as my original teal one that they sent me. We'll try it out, see what happens. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the button mapping set up to work with like an actual N64 first and foremost. Because right now, the way I have it set it up, it's going to be really janky. So we have to go in and manually set up things. Oh, that's loud. What up, kitten? How you doing? Good to see you. That's so loud. I have to have this headset up so loud for when I'm playing Apex, but then when I do other stuff with it, it's like, ow, my ears. Oh, we need to fix that. What the frick is going on? Okay, now I have no controller input. That's interesting. How come I lost controller input as soon as the game started? RetroArch, go home, you're drunk. Yeah, it unmapped my controllers when N64 started up. That's awesome. Love it. Alright, well, we gotta do it again. Love it. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I figure we could do a quick agent run through of this game while we have it up too. Yeah, I need to delete my config files for this instance of RetroArch and just kind of reset it. It's all kinds of screwed up right now for some reason. Like, at least we're on Vulkan like we're supposed to be. Starting full screen, windowed full screen. Oh, that's right. I was really messing with a lot of stuff on this. Alright, whatever. Remembered. Scaling. Alright, core provided. Integer. Scale. Yes. Okay, there we go. That is what I want right there. Now we can go back in. Let's make sure to save this as a core override so that way it doesn't do it to us every time that we... Dude, it deleted my controller again. What? What the heck? It just literally got rid of my controller again. Dude, what the RetroArch, you're super drunk right now, apparently. That's awesome. We'll need to save it. Awesome. This is great. This is great. It's not annoying at all. Not at all. Yeah, we'll need to do something here. I need to save this as like the default config or something. Alright. So save controller profile. There we go. Now it's saved. So hopefully we shouldn't have to do this every time. But we're also going to save this as the current config. Failed to save config file. Oh man, this is great. It's super angry. Huh. Alright, well, it's nice and bitter. That's fine. Can we just play a little bit at least? Alright, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we got it. We got it. We're good. Getting ready to try out that new Left 4 Dead now with your wife? Nice. You'll have to let us know what you think of Back 4 Blood. Alright, but yes. So anyway, my button mapping is really screwed up right now. Like my right C is going to be my A button, or B button. My down C is my A button right now. Like it's all kinds of screwed up because that's just how I mapped it by default. So now we need to change the default mapping for the core itself. So for example, my D-pad doesn't need to be changed. That's fine. I need to change my A button. So this is looking for, hold on. So my A button right now is assigned to left or right C. So I need to change this to crap, which one is it? So I think it's C buttons plus. This is why I like doing it with Goldeneye. It really helps me get all this dialed in. So my B button is assigned to down C. So I believe this should be Y minus, or C button's Y minus. X, Y. So that one, oh, hey, here we go. I need to invert these, apparently. So I want that to be Y plus, U to be X minus. The select button doesn't have any usage on N64. That should be okay. That should be okay. That should be okay. I want this one to also be the Z trigger. L3 is my B button, so I need to set this to B. And then R3 is my A button. And then left analog stick will be perfectly fine. Alright, so let's give that a shot. So first up, A button. Is it my A button? It is. My B button is my B button. Good. Alright. We're mostly there. Now we just got to check the C buttons. Alright. So A, B, good. R, L, Z buttons, good. Start button, good. Let's just make sure those C buttons are good. So my strafing is good. Ooh, my up C and down C are inverted. Okay. Alright, so quick change to that. Up C, down C are inverted. So I need this to be Y minus. I need this to be Y plus. And now we're good. There we go. There we go. Alright, we are pretty golden here. Alright, so now let's go ahead and back out of that. We'll save this as a core remap. So that way all of our N64 games will be perfectly mapped with this controller. We're pretty GoldenEye. Ah, ha, ha. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Alright, so we're on parallel, original. So unfortunately this controller does not have built-in rumble, much to my rumble-loving disappointment. But that's okay for today. Shall we upscale the game, everybody? Shall we give this a nice 4x upscale, really show off how good these games can look? Alright, what are we, yeah, we have all that stuff on. Cool. There we go. Alright. So now let's close it. Yeah, you see that? Like, it's totally screwed up for some reason. So, like, it is saving my history. Cool. There we go. There we go. Cool. And we got controllers still. And we're 4 times up. Let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Alright, we're just going to do a quick agent playthrough of Goldeneye real quick. Just to have some fun with the controller. Shall we? And earn some retro achievements. I want me some retro achievements. Alright. So, actually, let me go back into the controls here real quick. Or, actually, they'll be under... Here we go. So, analog sensitivity, dead zone. We don't need the dead zone right now. Sensitivity, 100. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That gives us a lot finer movement control here. Alright. And that setup should make it feel pretty close to how it would feel when you use this same controller on an actual N64. Oh, I missed his face, really? Oh. Alright. There we go. Testing the precision here. It's funny. There's a lot of discussion about which controller between the Brawler 64 and the Tribute 64 is better for the actual N64. And I prefer both for a lot of different things. So, like, when it comes to the Brawler, I think it has the more comfortable build overall. But I find it a lot harder to do more precision aiming on compared to the Tribute, just because of the Tribute's oversized thumb cap. So, I mean, it's not impossible, as you can see, but it's just a personal preference on my part. And I'm a big fan of Rumble, so I tend to use the Tribute a little bit more myself, but it's still great to have options, and I love seeing so much support for the N64 console in total. Oh yeah, it's just, like, I don't know, it kind of comes down to fanboyism between RetroBit and RetroFighters too. I think both companies are fantastic. I don't really care for the arguments that people put up for one over the other sometimes, but I'm just glad to have options. Alright. I like how I just decided to come down the middle part here instead of just going back down the main stairs. Just wanted to be a little random like that. No worries. Oh man, I love how close to 100% accuracy we are on N64 emulation. Like, these frame drops in GoldenEye are supposed to be here. A lot of people would likely hate them so much, but it's like, I can't. I need authentic. That's my personal preference. I always refer to my experience at PRGE. Had a whole display of Tribute 64 wire controllers on day one. People kept walking by and saying what a weird controller, then would pick it up and play Smash Ultimate with one, and they'd be like, I'll take 4. Castlevania Ryan was out of stock after the second day. Yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer the layout of the wireless Tribute 64s over the original. The thing about the original, though, that people don't understand is the handles are actually designed after the real N64 controllers. So, I mean, they go straight down, just like on the real thing. Well, more straight down, just like on the real thing, rather. So you can see how they're the same. I don't need to tell you that, Andy, but for anyone else that might be in chat, like, they were designed in the same vein as the official controller. But with the wireless ones, they actually extended those outward. It makes it a lot more comfortable. And of course, I don't have my wireless. So, I mean, for example, you can see that they shoot out a little bit more. So, just some fun feedback that got taken into consideration. But yeah. Right? But what's up, Conrad? You never played this? Wasn't big on the whole Nintendo family? No worries. Honestly, a lot of people like to gripe on this game in this day and age, in the modern day. But it's like, if this game hadn't have done what it did, shooters on consoles, like, just wouldn't have been seen as viable. Like, this game has such historical significance. It's amazing. And I love it for, like, I love it a lot just for that reason. Like, gaming history is really big to me, so sometimes I'll like something even if it's not that important, like that great, just because of historical importance. What a classic. And how you doing, Matt? Didn't see you pop in there, I'm sorry. But yeah, I love being able to do N64 emulation on a PC with an actual N64 inspired controller. Especially since this controller can also be used on N64, like you can make it so the experience is practically the same between the two. Nathan, thank you for that YouTube sub. Oh man, we drew all the anger. Oh man, we're playing on Agent. They can't hit the broadside of a barn. Oh no, I talked too soon. Yeah, I mean, I can't even think of the number of hours I logged in on this game in multiplayer. Like, we played this game so much. Forgot you need to get the key card from this guy. Alright, you dead. Sorry, gameplay might look like trash. I'm more interested in talking to you guys a lot of the time, so usually comes at the suffering of gameplay. I can't concentrate on more than 2 things at once. As in, I can't concentrate on 2 things at once. One will do good, the other will not. I didn't even know I was here. Feels good, man. Zach, thank you for that YouTube sub. Wiz was streaming before I was streaming. Technically, I'm not supporting him, if we're going to be real technical about in the clause. That's why we don't do ranked on your stream. No, we do still do ranked on my stream. We just really suck at it. Well, I really suck at it. Oh, there's another thing I could say about the wireless brawlers. I can't do Gimmick Apex with them. Or, yeah, wireless brawler, that's the one. I can't do Gimmick Apex on Brawler controllers. Okay, we're just gonna mow them all down. Here's the funny thing about Goldeneye to me. People talk about how you can't play this game because it doesn't have a modern controller setup. Like, everyone talks about how it's so bad, like, to play this game in the here and now because the controls just feel super jank. And it's like, you realize if you go into your controller options and you change the control style from 1.1 to 1.2, you actually do get a fairly modern setup, and this is actually the controller setup that I've been using since 1997. So every game that has come since, this is how I play them. So the C buttons are my movement buttons, and the analog stick is my aiming. And that is, to this day, how I still play games. So instead of this being movement and this look, this is movement and this is look for me. Like, I'm still using this exact control setup from 1997 in all of today's games. So when people talk about how this game doesn't have a modern control setup, I just really start to chuckle, because it's like, this is still what I play my games like. That's what Southpaw is. Movement, look. That's what Southpaw is. Southpaw is this control scheme that was made by the N64. So I mean, all of your N64 shooters had this control option. Some of them had this by default, like Turok. The Turok games all used this control method. And like Jet Force Gemini, when you would look down sights and stuff, had this control option. So it's like, this is literally how I learned how to play shooter games. And when I finally, like when I got Halo and tried to play Halo, I couldn't understand why the controls felt backwards. Like, they felt so wrong and backwards to me until I discovered the Southpaw setting. And I was like, there we go, now it's normal. Kind of like how inversion, where you look down to look up, where you pull down to look up, like this was default on every game in the day. Like, this is how every game was played. And now for some reason people think it's weird. Like, I don't understand that personally, but hey, whatever. To each their own, we have our options, thankfully. Hi. Roddy's up? Cool. You already had extra game time. I got it back down. You want to tell... Roddy! You want to have him come to me, John? You want to have him come to me? Well, yeah, flight games have to play like a flight game. Like, I don't understand how anyone can play a flight game without it feeling like a flight game. That is my ultimate sacrilege moment there. Like, if you press up to go up on a flight game, like, you should not be playing a flight game. That's my gatekeeping, rather. Roddy woke up at the right time. Roddy woke up perfectly. It's fine. Oh my goodness, he's mad. Oh, he's so mad. I need old Trevelyan to get out of the way of the friggin' tanks, man. I like how he walks out. Like, it's so funny to me. There we go. Alright, yay, we beat the facility. We got a retro achievement. Woohoo. Gotta fix our retro achievement rankings here. Oh, I had my boss. Alright, everybody. Also, for anyone that might just be joining us, make sure you type in !giveaway in chat to win one of these awesome RetroBit Undercover Cop Collector's Editions. We're showcasing two of my favorite companies here today. We got RetroFighters and RetroBit. Friggin' love it. Oh, Roddy. Roddy's so mad. Roddy's so mad. I freaking love this level. This level had, like, for how little this level is, like, it is actually pretty deep. When you play it at higher difficulties, like, you gotta come in here and get the plane key and all this. There's anti-aircraft turrets that you have to take out on the higher difficulties. On Agent, you don't have to take them out, but on the higher difficulties, you do. Like there's the fuel tanks over here. And then of course, this level is also known for having the tank hidden around this corner. So like you could just climb up into this tank and you can switch your weapons over to the tank shell. And I would also like to point out that this game had independent movement and aiming. So like this tank technically has finer control than the Scorpion in Halo 1 did. Like Halo 1 Scorpion only moved where you looked at it, whereas this one you could move and aim independently. I don't care for the arcing of the turrets, of the tank shells though. But I mean, it's an N64 game, what are you gonna do? Could also splatter people with it, like it was so gross. Like it's so gross. We unlocked the DK moded cheat code. All right. I like how they tell you like where exactly in the timeline that these things happen. So like the dam and facility missions were 9 years ago. This first surface mission was 4 years ago. and then you get into the present day stuff where the actual Goldeneye like movie story takes place. Like, it's really cool. I like this game a lot. People say that Perfect Dark surpassed this game in every way, but it's like, I will still personally prefer this game over Perfect Dark most days of the week. I don't know, just a personal preference. I think both are fantastic games. Perfect Dark pushed the N64 to its absolute limits too, like, it's nuts. What even are my objectives on Agent? I don't even know. Power down communications dish, interview, ventilation tower. Okay, that's what I thought. My favorite multiplayer map never got put in the remake, Wii remake of this game. I never actually finished GoldenEye 007 for Wii or Reloaded on Xbox or PS3. I never finished either one of those versions. I couldn't get into them. The auto aim is strong with this one. I don't even care. Alright. Alright, is this locked? No, it's open in this version. On higher difficulties, that door's actually locked. Alright, and then the ventilation tower was over here. So, I'm sorry, Bug. I'm sorry you still got your cough. So yeah, the entire household came down with some sort of cold here over the last week and a half. Well, that's one of the reasons why Roddy's so mad. He doesn't feel quite good. Little grumpy butt. So it's funny, I think they actually give you the watch laser that you can do this with. Maybe. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I guess not. No, they didn't. Okay. On in. What up, Britta? What platform am I running this on? I'm doing a PC N64 emulation right now. We're testing out the USB receiver for the RetroFighters wireless Brawler 64 for use on PC. Copy Goldeneye key, leave original, photograph main video screen. Got it. And we got an angry Bug with us right now. He's so grumpy. He's so grumpy. He's such a grumpy Bug. But yes, we're running very accurate N64 emulation right now with Movement 64 Plus Next and the parallel RDP and RSP. This game's fantastic. People like to bag on it in the here and now, but this game was very, very important back in the day. Definitely recommend checking out speedruns for this game too. Like, people do crazy things in this game. Like, the way some people are able to beat those 00 agent missions, I'm just like dumbfounded by it. This guy, he's got the double clavies and he thought he was going to hurt me? My goodness. It runs alright on Series X and S, yeah. Some graphical glitches with HLE emulation. Some performance trouble under Angry Lion, just because Angry Lion's so CPU intensive. That's why PC emulation's the way to go. I mean, you're not wrong there, Andy. That's one of the funny things about this game. That's definitely true. I love how it's a floppy disk sound. Boris is not invincible, y'all. Alright, now I gotta photograph the main screen here. Yeah, you can kill Boris in this mission on, of the game, on Agent. You need him on, higher difficulties to open the computer room. so you can't actually kill them on higher difficulties. Yes. So for anyone unfamiliar with N64 game design, a lot of games would run at lower frame rates. So Goldeneye is actually an interesting game. It can run anywhere from about 9 FPS up to 60 FPS. So when you do watch speedruns, a lot of the times they will be looking at the floor because then the frame rate doesn't suffer from all the things that need to be drawn in. So that is a good point. You'll notice that on a lot of older 3D games, people will either look up at the sky or down on the floor to make the frame rate go higher. That's one of the cool things about running this game through emulation too. You can actually overclock the emulated CPU a little bit and make it so the games can keep their higher frame rate at all times. So for people that aren't looking for an as authentic experience or looking to improve upon the experience, like those options are there, which is really cool. I personally prefer the lag and the frame rate drops just because I grew up with it and that's how I prefer it. So I love that we get those options in emulation. Like, it's so cool. So this mission is actually interesting on higher difficulties. It's timed. On Agent, you're not timed. You can take your time doing everything that needs to be done, but on the higher difficulties, it's actually got a time limit, and it makes it really stressful. So there's just so many enemies, you die so fast on higher difficulties. That's another thing I like about this game that isn't in a whole lot of more recent games. You can shoot the enemy's guns, like you can just. Now. Okay, I'm gonna die by trying this. Never mind. You saw it earlier. I shot his gun. This track is great. Oh, door's locked. Where's the key card? I don't remember. There it is. But yes, this game actually does have some elements of stealth in it as well. With your silenced gun, if you're actually able to sneak up on people, they don't quite understand where you are. And if you use a louder gun, they will come directly to you. Like, it's really cool. And like, you can actually catch them off guard. Sometimes you'll see them jump. Like, this game had a lot of stuff that was ahead of its time. And all the faces of the enemies are rare employees. Like, they just took photos of themselves and put them on characters' faces. So, it's really funny. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. One of the original design ideas behind this game when it was in development that I think is really cool. This is one of the first games that utilized the N64 Rumble Pack. I know, Bug. I'm sorry you don't feel good. I'm so sorry. Can't show you what the... But the N64 controller has the expansion pack, an expansion port on the bottom. So you would plug a Rumble Pack in here and it gave your controller Rumble, or you plug a memory card in here so you could save in certain titles. But one of the design concepts that Rare was originally going for with this game was that you would take the Rumble Pack out and put it back in to reload your gun. And I keep thinking about how obnoxious yet so cool that would have been if they had actually implemented that into the game. Alright. It doesn't have a time limit on the easy difficulty. I'm playing on easy right now just so we can kind of dink around with the game, try it out with the controller, see what's going on. Oh, we're gonna slapper you, dude. Yeah, judo chop. Yeah, judo chop that guy. Alright, and then they leave a key card behind. But yeah, since this was like one of the first like real FPSs as we define them today, like it does have heavy auto aim on lower difficulties. Like, it's really awesome. When you get up to higher difficulties, it's not as pronounced and it can be really challenging. you're fine, Buggy. This boy is so mad. Oh, it totally would have shortened the lifespan of the controllers hardcore. Like, that port is already pretty unreliable as it is for certain things, like the transfer pack. Like, my goodness, it would have destroyed that port. So many enemies, it's amazing. What up, Renard? Welcome. Yep, we're doing some Goldeneye. You're fine, Bug. You're fine. Sorry, guys. We really got to take care of this little guy. So I apologize for pausing, but he is so sad after this nap. Listen to him. Oh. Do you want to go watch the show? He does not want to watch the show. Okay. How could I suggest something so sacrilegious? Such sacrilege. There we go. Oh, no, we are not aborting the mission. Cancel that. You almost made me quit the mission. And I think that was one of the reasons why they decided not to go with that decision, is because they knew it would have ruined controllers. And would have annoyed people too, I think. Alright, which one of you got the key? There it is, he had the key. So yeah, you have to intimidate the scientists to make them give you a key card. Like, that's just another really cool touch that this game had. There we go. Wow, I just got like 700 messages on my phone. That's awesome. Let's pick up some new body armor here. Oh yeah, did not skip the ad. What up, Oak City? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? So many enemies in this level, it's amazing. Alright, so I think we got. Oh, you jerk! He blew up the satellite. We failed the game. We failed the mission. It's like we gotta take a picture of that thing, and he just blew the crap out of it. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to take this little guy out and give him his water and see if he'll go watch shows with his siblings. Alright, he didn't go for it, so hopefully we can keep him just a little bit quieter here. Alright, let's start that over again here. R2D Tech, thank you for that YouTube sub. Alright everybody, make sure to get in on that giveaway too. I'm going to be running the Undercover Cops giveaway for the next 2 weeks, so get you all a couple opportunities on stream to remind you, just on top of posting it on social media and such. So make sure to get entered in on that. I shot his gun out of the air, that was fun. Alright, let's blast these guys. Alright, which one do you have the key card? There it is. Okay, Roddy, chill, bug. You gotta relax. Gotta relax, pal. He says, I don't know how to relax. There we go. There's so many. Oh, we blasted a scientist. My bad. Alright, did I get the key card? I don't know if I got... There it is. Alright. Fun fact, one of the teasers we had for we had planned for Undercover Cops was to have a shady exchange of the orange cart in an alleyway. That would have been hilarious. I can understand that that would have taken up a bit of time, though. That would have been really funny, though. Alright. This little boy just needed to sleep for like 5 hours today, apparently. Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, shot that guy right in his teeth. Everyone always said I look like that guy. This one right here. Everyone says that I look like this growing up. Everyone's like, man, you look like the guy in Goldeneye I kill a lot. I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys are killing me. More so as a kid. This is definitely a more bearing resemblance as a kid. Oh. So clever. The claws is so clever, guys. So clever. How will I ever recover from this massive burn he got me? Can anyone in chat send me some aloe vera? Ah, just shoot the box. Shoot the box. Shoot the boxes. Ah. You ain't shooting my satellite this time. Freaking punk. You can crouch in this, yes. I'll show you here in a second. Alright. But yeah, to crouch, you had to, crouch, you had to hold down your manual aim and then press down C to crouch. And then when you're manually aiming, you could also lean. Like, this is another thing that modern console FPSs just don't have in a lot of them. Like, you can't lean. Like, this was a big PC feature in the day that console games just didn't have, but hey, here it was in GoldenEye. And it was really cool. But yeah, so you could crouch, and then you'd keep holding down C until you let go of manual aim. That way you'd stay in crouched position. Otherwise you would uncrouch as soon as you let go of down C. get himself so worked up it's making his cough worse. So Oromov is actually invincible. And if you keep up with him, you can actually see him despawn. It's really funny. There we go. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna go and take him over to Modwife. I'm gonna go, she's taking a nap, so I'm just gonna go wake her up and take him to her real quick. So I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that again. Passed him off. Hopefully he starts feeling a little bit better here. Sometimes he has a really hard time waking up from his naps. And I really don't blame him. I cannot get up in the morning most mornings, so ha 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 ha. It's good stuff. Alright, what are my objectives in Agent? I don't even know what my objectives are on Agent. Let's see here. Rescue hostages, plant tracking bug on helicopter. Alright. Alright. So I like how they start you out with 20 bullets on this mission. Like, it's so lame. Oh, they killed the hostage. Crap, I failed. I like the Phantom. I don't remember exactly where I'm going for all the hostages. Dang it, I'm failing this. I am a bad 007 right now. But yeah, since the enemy started shooting, they're all running to my position now. Ah! Oh, I killed the hostage. I'm a really bad 007. I killed the hostage myself. I said, screw this guy. We don't care about saving people. They're all gonna die. Total annihilation. That's what we're going for. Alright, so there's the helicopter. So this is how unrealistic this game is, for those of you keeping track at home. We're gonna place the tracker through the propeller! Because that wouldn't have been deflected. The odds of it not being deflected are pretty dang low. It's good stuff. Yes, this has always been one of my favorite things in this game. You can shoot them right in the butt and they go, oh. Firing. Hi. Oh, I just shot the hostage in the leg again. Man, I'm not being kind to these hostages. Ow. I think there's one more. I love his little roll. He has the best little rolls. Ow. Hi. Nut shot. There you go. But yeah, if you actually look at that computer, you can see there's a bomb on it. So one of the objectives in the higher difficulties is to defuse all the bombs before they go off. So the way that this game scales in difficulty is fun. Like, not only do enemies and stuff do more damage, but like you just have all the extra objectives and stuff you have to do as well. Like, that just really piles on. Makes it a really tough game. Ow! 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 Don't press B on it. Huh, I like how that guy apparently came back to his position after he couldn't find me. Good stuff. Alright, let's get the frick out of here, shall we? There we go. Alright, straight across. Down the ramp. Look at these hostages just running around on top of the boat. Like, they don't know where the frick they're going. They released them into no salvation. Like, it's really rude stuff. There we go, another one down. But so far, the controller is feeling really solid, just like it does on the actual N64 hardware. We're gonna have to test some specific issues that this controller gave us on original hardware here in a bit. I just really wanted to play through this game a little bit. Actually, maybe we will test some other stuff here real quick, just to be thorough. So. Let's move on to something else here real quick. Let's go to Mario Kart 64. This controller actually has a known bug in Mario Kart 64 where it cannot hold sustained input on the triggers and the shoulder buttons to an extent. So we're gonna test that out real quick. See if the USB receiver also has that problem. See if it's in the controller or if it's in the receivers. Eat my orange dust. Alright, well, so far so good. We haven't dropped our banana yet. Oh, now we can't test it because he ate my banana. Alright. Yeah, our peach. I want to see if this works. This level doesn't have long enough turns to really test it, but so far it's looking really good. Oh, that was just a terrible attempt at that. I don't know what that was called. Well, I don't know what that was called either. Ah! Forgot how to play this game after the first lap, apparently. Don't worry about it. Oh no, right into his banana. Oh no. Go eat one of my bananas, thank you. Oh, nope, there it was, there it was, there it was. It did it, it did it, it did it. Okay, it still does it. So you saw there, it fired off my red shell by releasing the Z button, and then it used my mushroom at the exact same moment by repressing the Z button. So that is still an outstanding issue with this controller. Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping that would be something that might be receiver specific, but it looks like it might be in the controller designs itself. Alright, so that is good to know for certain. I don't know. I don't know. It's just the polling thing, maybe. I don't know. Like, it just loses communication for that fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a second, you know? So that does still occur. And I mean, for the most part, that's not going to be something that's going to be problematic for 99.9% of games. Like, you're not holding on to things with the triggers in most games, but that's just something that's going to happen when you play Mario Kart. Like, that's any game where you have to hold down the Z trigger, I don't know. Like, and even then, like, even in, like, when your Z trigger is your, like, acceleration, it's not going to matter as much because the disconnect time is so short that it doesn't matter for, like, it being your acceleration. But when you're holding an item, that's where the problem is. That's why I didn't even notice it when I first did my review on the wireless Brawlers. I didn't bring this up in my original review because I didn't know about it. I didn't play a lot of Mario Kart 64 in that testing, and it didn't rear its head in that original Brawler review. And it was when I finally, like, started playing some more Mario Kart 64 after the fact. Like, I tested it for a couple of races, didn't have it happen, and it was after the fact that I started having it happen to me. It's kind of why I outlined it in the wireless tribute review, because it doesn't happen with the tribute. Like, it wasn't intentionally left out of my Brawler review because I wanted to make the Brawler sound better or anything. I just didn't know about it. So, when we make the video for this one, we'll have to include that it does still occur. And again, it's such a minuscule problem. Like, the only game I could think of that it really affects is Mario Kart. Like, did Diddy Kong Racing have you hold down the C button for items too? I don't remember. I don't think so. So yeah, I think the only game this really does affect is Mario Kart. And even then, it's not 100% guaranteed that it'll happen all the time. Like, you've seen me go through a couple races, or you saw me go through Moo Moo Farm without it being a problem at all. So, I mean, it's just... it's all just, I don't know. I don't know what triggers it, but it does happen. And that's the reason why I didn't notice it when I did my first review of this controller. Because I did like one cup of Mario Kart 64, had a blast with it, never encountered the issue. And then when I decided to go through and play through all of Mario Kart 64, that's when it popped up. Like that, there it goes again. So it just fired my shell and pulled out my banana. Definitely still occurs. We've had it happen 2 times. But yeah. You could go races, again, without it happening, and other races where it happens frequently. It's really hard to say. And just for anyone curious, I'm only using one Z trigger for this. I'm not trying to use both. On the PC, they're both separate buttons anyway, so I don't think it will affect as much. Fail. Well, I made it 2 out of 3 times. Up there it goes. Dropped my banana and pulled out my shell. So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what might be causing the frequency of the dropouts, but it really does happen more often than not. Or it really does happen. In some races it happens a lot. Some races it doesn't happen. So I don't know. Maybe it has input crowding? Maybe. I really don't know. I just find the whole thing rather fascinating. And more than anything, once again, just to reiterate, like, this type of a bug is so specific on the game that it will mess with that it's, I don't know, unless you main Mario Kart 64, like, it's a fairly non-issue of a issue. Like, the game is still fully playable and enjoyable, it's just you have to be careful of your item inputs. So, I don't know. Don't know. Like, again, 99.9% of the time, it should be perfectly fine. This was the first game that I got when I bought my when my parents bought me the N64. Like, I have a huge love for this Mario Kart game despite some of its setbacks. This game heavily relies on rubber banding to keep computers caught up with you. But if the computers get ahead of you, the rubber banding effect makes them think they're behind you, so they, like, go super speed, and if they stay ahead of you, once they get past a certain point ahead of you, like, they're gone for good. Especially on 150cc, like, it's really bad. But even despite a flaw like that, like, this is still my favorite Mario Kart in existence. One of the early prototypes I tested a couple of years ago would somehow trigger select or start randomly if it detects more than 5 simultaneous inputs. That's really interesting. I'm trying to think of how many inputs I've been using on this part, though. Like, I'm using A, the Z trigger, and then I would only use R for drifting on a couple of the courses. So, I mean, it's only 3 inputs at most I was using here. So I'm not sure what would cause it. I don't know, just fascinating stuff overall. Alright, hard driving. Alright, no. Shall we try out a Star Fox 64 run? Oh, wait, we're gonna load up Mario 64 real quick and see how our analog stick does on movement range and stuff. I know exactly how this controller performs on real consoles, so let's see if turning off our dead zone setting will give us a similar experience. Give me my gold cup, yeah. Gold cup. Congratulations. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and close out of this. And let's load up Super Mario 64 real quick. There we go.
It's me, Mario!
Dude, 132 retro achievements for this game? Jeez.
Okay, dokie.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, so far, it's fairly similar. Alright, let's see here. What up, Colossal? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we got our minimal movement ranges, going up the analog stick sensitivity here. Power normal walking speed. Faster speed. That's a tree. Jogging. Faster jogging. And flat out sprint. Alright, so we got the full analog range of movement here on N64 emulation. Let's test Dead Zone. It's a little bit harder than on real hardware. Yeah, it's a little bit harder than on real hardware to me. I can normally get him to spin a few times. There we go. Ah. There we go. Okay. Okay, so even with the dead zone set to 0%, it's still not as good as using a wireless brawler on real hardware, but it is definitely passable. There we go. That's better. Alright. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. You need a proper analog stick to really take full advantage of Super Mario 64. Even for someone that plays it as casually as I do, like, you can tell the difference between playing this game on, like, an actual meant for N64 type of controller. If you have a USB adapter for, like, an official controller, that's really the best way to go, but the wireless brawler, wireless tributes on PC with proper tuning, like, these are nice for N64 emulation. Like, very, very nice. Alright. Yeah, let's get in here. Chip off Womp's block. Oh, hey, it's showing me the achievements that are possible in this area. Down in the bottom right, you see that? That's cool. Game audio is louder than me. How dare it? There we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright. That should be better. Oh. Way to flop that. Oops. What up, hamster? Welcome. Glad you can make it out. Oh, wow. Man, I am really bad at this game, apparently. Well, I mean, it took me like 20 hours to complete it, that 100% run. Get all 120 stars. Like, I am really bad at this game. I'm not a big Mario gamer. What people are able to do in this game is, like, truly amazing. Like, I can't even fathom being able to do half the jumps that people do. I love doing this, though. Meh. Got him. Alright, let's go. Sadly, I'm glad I have a beer and a day off tomorrow. But you had fun. I did have fun. Oh, I missed. I love that glitch right there, man. It's like the best glitch right there. Like, holy cow. Just the literal best glitch. Like, it's so fun. Alright. So, I am satisfied. I'm satisfied on my initial impression for Mario 64's usage on this, on PC emulation. I don't want to spend a lot of time with this game. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Mario game fan. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get our stream copyright claimed here in a second. Hold on. There we go. Gotta turn game audio off for a minute. Oh, Mario 64 speedruns are hecka fun to watch. Alright, new game. I like it, Hamster. I like that. That is now headcanon. It's now headcanon for me. Alright. Let's get us a 5-goal single run here on the warehouse. Or not. Oh, okay. I guess I'll take it. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. Whatever, that works. N64 emulation on PC has been great for about 2 years now. It's pretty cycle accurate, and it doesn't require a massively good PC to do it anymore. Ow. I don't think I'm getting the expansion just because that's a lot of money that I don't really have to spend on that. And it's not offering me something that I really care for. Like, I don't need N64 games on my Switch. Not for $30 more a month. Or a year, rather. Like, I just wouldn't really play them. Huh, that was interesting. Did I accidentally tap that button, or did it disconnect the input again? To be honest, most old systems are pretty solid on emulation these days compared to where they were a couple years ago. Like, I can't think of many old systems outside of, like, maybe Wagwire. The Atari Wagwire. That's what I'm going to refer to it from now on. I don't care. People get angry no matter how I say it, so I'm just going to call it the Wagwire. Like, that is about, like, one of the only things I could think of that aren't as good. Dude, I did not do a 5-goal run on this. Like, I'm so sad. I did really badly at this. Yeah, I screwed up. Oh, well. Yeah, we only did a 4-tape run. Feels bad, man. Nah, I didn't pull the 5. That was bad. We'll not let that slide. We're not gonna let that slide. Career mode, new game. I did really bad. That was purely on me and my inability to do some stuff there. It's like I only 5-taped this run. But I screwed up my initial jump here. There we go. So that's one of my biggest scoring points right there. There we go. Let me jump up here. Get that one. Give me that S. There we go. That's better. Get that E. Land some points. Get the 5 boxes. And now give me that there T. Oh, too short. No. Oh, well. Alright, come here. Come here. We almost had that in 30 seconds. Alright, diagonals are working on the D-pad. Good. So yeah, they really didn't change any of their core design of the wireless brawler when they brought out this USB receiver. Really didn't expect them to, so not really disappointed by that. But the D-pad is still not The D-pad is still not rollable as easily, which makes me a little bit sad. I just went through that poll. That was awesome. But yeah, there we go. There's a 5 tape run. That's better. There we go. I don't even have a thingy bobber in here. Whatever. All right. So there we go. That's better. What games am I most excited for? What do you mean, David? And welcome to stream, by the way. All right, time for a Rogue Squadron quick gold medal on Mos Eisley. Oh, and I can turn the audio back on in a minute here. All right. I love how it just trips out whenever I change that. Like N64. Oh, games that are coming out in the next little bit. I don't know. I really don't get that hype for new game releases too often anymore. Like, I'll pick up things that interest me, but I don't know. I think the only thing that's really super exciting to me is Halo Infinite at the moment. Like, there's really not a whole lot I'm looking forward to. It's like, I got Metroid already, so I beat Metroid already. That was a lot of fun. Alright. So here we go. Star Wars Rogue Squadron on N64 emulation, everybody. Like, this is how good N64 emulation is now. Like, this game is pretty much flawless on PC emulation now. Which is good, because this game actually really sucks on its PC version. I hate this PC version of this game. I'd rather play it through PC emulation like this. Get better resolution. Better, harder AI. AI, I say. Quote-unquote AI. No camera bug. Like, playing this game through emulation is just better than its native PC port. I mean, technically, you could get, like, widescreen and stuff in the native PC port, but it's not worth all its bugs. Is N64 and Xbox emulation good? For a lot of things. It can't do as good as PC can because it doesn't have a Vulkan renderer, so you can't use the parallel RDP and RSP. It'd be perfect if you could use that, but to get accurate emulation out of the Xbox, you have to use Angry Lion, which is really demanding, so a lot of games will lag. Like, you could play Rogue Squadron a little bit, but it will have some performance problems. Battle for Naboo isn't playable. Other games will have some performance issues with accuracy. HLE emulation on N64 is really problematic depending on the game. Like, you'll be missing graphical effects and stuff, but it really depends on your tolerance levels for imperfections in a game on how well you think Xbox handles N64 emulation. It does a decent enough job. I just don't care for high-level emulation anymore. But that's just because I'm an N64 snob, I guess. A lot of people will think the high-level accuracy N64 emulation's fine, but I can't do it. Not when stuff like this exists that makes it, like, 100% almost perfect. Close enough that I can't tell. Like, especially now that I have weave deinterlacing on and everything too, like, this is such a great experience. Most easy. There we go. Dude, they have retro achievements for this game? I should totally get them all. This would be such an easy game for me to get all the achievements in, I bet. Oh, I'm so curious. Dude, if it's just beat the levels and get golds on all of them, I could get this in 4 hours. Like, holy crap. Takes me about 4 hours to get all golds, maybe. A little bit faster if I'm not screwing around. But I need to see this now. What are the retro achievements for this game? Let's see here. Achieve gold. Complete. So just complete all the missions. Gold, 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 gold. Oh, and then the ranks, yep. Completed as a Y-Wing. Complete that with an X-Wing. Oh, Solus does the TIE Interceptor. Nice. The Chicken Walker bonus level. Complete ambush at Mos Eisley in 1 minute or less. Ooh, there we go. Complete liberation of Gerard 5 in 50 seconds or less. Rescue on Castle in 40 seconds or less. That one would be really easy. These two, though. There we go. There's the real challenge of this set of retro achievements. Holy cow. Those would be so tough. Actually, ambush at Mos Eisley might not be super tough because you could use the V-Wing and homing cluster seeker missiles to take out the probe droids pretty quick, but still, a minute or less, like, that's pretty fast. But Liberation of Gerard 5, that one would be a little bit more tough. You'd have to play as the Y-Wing and ion cannon the ships yourself. So maybe not as hard either, but still, like, those are the only two that I look at here that pose any sort of challenge to me. Oh, achievements. Yeah, since I'm playing on emulation, I decided to log into my retro achievements account and just kind of boost it for a little bit. Yeah, so the chicken code lets you do a little bonus mission as an ATST. It's a little secret thing. That's the one thing that the PC version had that was cool, though. Its ATST code let you play every single actual level as an ATST. And some of them obviously aren't meant for that, so it's really goofy. But it's really funny. You play as like a little miniature ATST, and you can run up hills and all that stuff. Like, it's really funny. Yeah, here you go, McClaws. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to even move. I don't remember how to fire. There we go. Yeah, that's the dumb thing about this. You can't fire unless you're manually aiming with the Z trigger. That's right. Oh, I died. Nice. What did other codes do? Like, you could play as the Buick. You could play as unlock all the ships, unlock all the levels, and different things like that. It's not like the only real Easter eggy kind of... Well, not really. You could change Luke's head to, like, one of the main programmers of the game. I think that was Farm Boy. Yeah, I was trying to get the 10 kills thing. I just screwed up. There we go. Yeah, the Naboo Starfighter was the really big one. You actually can't get that ship unless you enter the cheat code. It was the gaming world's best kept secret. There we go, that's right. That's how you walk and shoot at the same time. Love how your shots go every which way, man. die again. I didn't realize there were turrets there. Okay, we got out of their range. Alright, let's blow it up. Dude, this thing doesn't die. Holy cow. Can you change the view? You can zoom the camera out. That's about it. Zoom it in or out. Nothing else. Alright, I think if I kill this, it starts sending rebel troops out to me, yeah. Alright, that was more than 10 targets. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, the shuttle like doesn't die apparently. Yeah, it's alright. Don't really need to change it a whole lot. It's funny though because they had this level as a little secret, you know? And then they didn't finally actually let you control an ATST again until Rogue Squadron 3. And it behaves fairly similarly to that game, except that in that game you hold down right trigger to move forward instead of pushing forward. So it's kind of always been in their DNA, I guess. So I'm not sure why I'm not getting credit for this retro achievement. Yeah, maybe it wants me to take out all the Imperial targets instead of this civilian and rebel stuff. Would a Switch be able to emulate GameCube? Technically, it does emulate GameCube to a degree. It uses the Tigra X1. And they released some emulated Wii and GameCube games in China on the NVIDIA Shield, which uses the same chipset. The problem with Switch is that it's underclocked compared to that. Which is why the Super Mario Galaxy and Sunshine ports that were in the Mario 3D collection, some of that is emulation. Some of that is done on emulation for the GameCube and the Wii stuff. Other parts of it are native code, so it uses partial emulation for those. But yes, technically the hardware is capable of it, and if you sideload RetroArch onto a homebrew Wii, you can overclock, or homebrew Wii, a homebrew Switch, you can run the RetroArch version of Dolphin on it, and if you overclock the Switch, it runs fairly decent for a lot of things. There we go, blew up everything there is to blow up in this level. Yeah, there we go. Done. 3. But yeah, I could get all the retro achievements in this game pretty easily. Oh. I need another Dr. Pepper, man. Alright. But yes, that game behaves exactly as I would hope it would. Some people might not realize this, but Episode 1 Racer is actually a really good test game for analog sticks. If you have a super sensitive analog stick, you cannot do some fine controls. So this is actually one of my favorite test games for N64 controllers. Oops. I don't remember how to delete these. Whatever. I 100%ed this game on Switch and Xbox. And it only takes like an hour and a half. Like, this game is so easy on the new release. Like, this game's a lot harder on N64 and Dreamcast than it is on the modern releases just because of the enhanced frame rate. Like, the 60 FPS really makes this game way too easy. I'll take 30 FPS on this one. Give me a challenge. It's still not even that hard of a game. But yeah, this game runs in 480i when you have the expansion pack in on the N64. So you may notice that there's some interesting tears in the emulation. That's because of the weave deinterlacing method. Because no deinterlacing method's perfect. So like you can see how there's like lines going through the rocks and stuff. It's really fascinating. No new lap record, really? What up, Tyler? I like to use the debug menu on the new console versions that are on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I like to use the debug menu to make the game a lot harder. Because you can make it so the CPUs will actually, like, you can adjust the rubber banding so the CPUs are able to stick with you better. You can change the speeds of how things go. So, like, you can make yourself go so blindingly fast, like, it's ridiculous. Like, this game had a really extensive debug menu. It was fun. The N64 version of this game is the only one that lets you, actually, I won't say that. I don't remember if the new versions let you play with twin-stick controls. But on the N64 version, you could put in a profile cheat name and use two N64 controllers, and one would control both engines with the analog sticks. So you would only use the sticks for acceleration instead of face buttons. Other than boosting, of course. But it was really cool. Goldeneye let you do the same thing, actually. You could plug in two controllers and use both analog sticks for twin-stick movement. It's really fascinating stuff. Perfect Dark lets you do it too, I believe. There we go. Got it. There probably are, Hamster. There probably retro achievements for both those games. How's the controller? It's doing good, Red Mage. It's got some of the same issues that the standard N64 version has, but that's honestly not too unexpected to me. Alright, so this game might not have retro achievements, to be honest. Yeah, this game doesn't have retro achievements. That's cool. Alright, let's load up something else here real quick. Sounds like an N64 controller then. This game has no achievements, so no CommandAndConquer 64 achievements, darn. I like this version of CommandAndConquer. It's very interesting. It's a very unique take on the game.
Global Defense Initiative.
It has some limitations, like the cutscenes aren't like full video and all that, but I really don't care. It's still a really cool version of the game. Especially when I discovered you could zoom the camera out. Like, I never knew you could zoom that camera out until about a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago now. But, like, you could zoom the camera out, like, gives you this huge view on the battlefield. Like, it's so cool. And then, of course, your sidebar and stuff. Like, I like this version of this game.
complete.
Well, I mean, the achievements are community made, so people don't really tend to play these versions of these games. So no one makes an achievement set for them. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go in and make the achievement set for them and submit it to the site, but I'm not going to do that because I don't care enough.
New construction options.
Yeah, I really like this version of the game.
Reinforcements have arrived.
You remember the N64 playing on hard mode? Do it. Oh, my dad just tried to call me. Oops. I'll have to call him back later.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. You got it. Roger.
There we go.
Affirmative. Roger. Affirmative.
Alright, and they die.
Right away, sir.
Who didn't die? Oh, this turret didn't die. Gunboat, you're not doing your job! You're supposed to have killed all those things by now. There we go.
Mission accomplished.
You can't believe 30-minute lunches? Oh gosh. 30-minute lunches. Sounds familiar. Oh, I got a good job. Yay. But yeah, there we go. CommandAndConquer 64. Works exactly how I'd expect it to. I like it. But yeah, this game actually had high res and low res modes for the expansion pack as well. So I believe medium res was 240p and then 480i. Yeah, there we go. So you get some slightly more. I don't know. I don't hate 480i like a lot of people seem to. Like, there's some people that will only play at like 240p and stuff. I don't really mind 480i, especially now with the RetroTink 5X. Like, 480i stuff is really nice looking. And I like the extra details. Like, you're only getting half the image in alternating frames, but I mean, like, I've never minded that look. So I don't know. I like having the technically higher res image personally.
Roger.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Right away, sir. Not a problem. Yes, sir.
Pull up their buggy. They only have a limited amount of buggies, so you might as well just kill them. Anyway. Alright. Let's see here. Let's, yeah, I don't have Gex, unfortunately. The game really reminds you of Star Wars Empire at War. Well, the guys that worked on it went to make the studio that worked on Empire at War. Alright. Let's do it. I don't have the Elmo games yet either, McClaws. I still need to buy those. Even though online Taco Bell took 10 minutes to get to and back, and then I want to settle, you know? Yeah, 30-minute lunches are obnoxious. All too familiar with them. Try Hydro Thunder. I should have that one, yeah. Hydro Thunder is a fantastic showcasing of N64's graphical power. TBH.
Andros won't have his way with me.
Okay, let's just skip past all this stuff. Love fast forward mode. Technically just unlock performance mode. Oh, we missed the first guy. Awesome. Love it. Got way too into the fast forward there. Alright, give me my twin lasers.
Slippy, watch out. Don't be on your tail.
Whoa! Thanks, Fox. I thought
But yeah, this is a game that never looks quite right in high-level emulation. Wasn't until Angry Lion really became viable that this game started looking like it was supposed to.
You're entering Corneria City now.
Okay, so quick update on holding down buttons. apparently it does happen to the face buttons too, because it shot off that
Everybody stay
charge
alert.
shot before I was ready for it too. That was not an intentional shoot. So apparently holding down a lot of buttons it can happen too.
You got an enemy on your tail. Use the brake.
Which is really funny, because for the most part, it's not going to be an issue. It's just these games where it's attack related. I'm missing the doors. I don't care.
I'll take this.
I'd rather get points.
One behind me. Something's wrong with the G diffuser. Use the boost to take.
Get out of here.
I guess I should be thankful.
Gonna be more deliberate with holding in my charged attacks. There we go.
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
Alright. Easy. Let's get that easy gold, y'all. What up, Botch? How you doing, man? How have streams been?
Falco, where you going? I found the target. Try to keep up. Time for a little payback. Back off, Fox.
Alright. Not perfect, but we got there. Got there before the boss, even, so I'll take it. What up, the Game Father? How you doing? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. How's streams been?
Incoming enemy from the rear. Drop altitude.
Just been doing WWE 2K news videos lately. Nice.
Deploy all units. Charge! I've got a present for you.
No, I didn't get the second one done.
Aim for the open spot.
There we go.
Yeah, it's working.
Alright.
Who are you guys?
Easy.
We're Star Fox.
No problem.
You'll never defeat
No problem at all there. Except that I'm missing Rumble. Apparently no more paid DLC, just free content updates? Nice.
We're heading
That's
out.
fantastic
All
news.
aircraft report.
You did it! I was worried for
Been
a
alright,
moment.
been a bit all over the place due to many job stuff
becoming
getting
more like
released
your
like
father.
Sword of Smash. And just the lack of wanting to learn the new speedrun game due to my ADHD, but nothing really new. Yeah, I'm happy that Smash fans are happy. I really don't care about that franchise anymore myself personally, but I like it when people are happy. Oh my goodness, look at Wiz coming in with the hot raid right now. How did Path of Exile go, Wiz? Yeah, so Star Fox is handling perfectly according to my muscle memory right now, so that makes me happy. Game Father with the hot host too. Thank you both so much. How's it going? Oh, well, my voice still sounds like this, so that's been fun. It's really screwed up my recording schedule. I was hoping to have a couple more videos recorded at this point, but whatever. We have some exciting things happening on Wednesday that we'll touch on here in a little while. But right now, what I need everybody to do is get entered in to win this awesome Undercover Cops Collector's Edition from RetroBit here. If you type in !! giveaway, you will get the link to enter that guy right there. Halo breaks spirits and voices. Guest voiceover, I thought about it. I thought about having Modwife do it, but she's not really wanting to put her voice out there at the moment either. Yeah, the kids got sick sometime last week. And it's just been traveling through the household, so I got it after they did. They're still coughing a little bit, but, just seasonal cold. We actually had Iris COVID tested just to be sure she didn't get COVID, because apparently someone in her class had it right before we got sick, so we had her tested. It came back negative, so, just seasonal cold. Don't really care. No biggie. No biggie. I'm always behind schedule, so it doesn't really change much here. But yeah, a lot of fun things in the pipeline at least. We got some more... Well, we got another Lucid Sound headset coming in eventually.
I'm on my way.
I requested an Atari VCS review unit because they reached out to me about a holiday gift guide for the website. And I was like, hey, I'd love to cover it for you guys. Like, it's an interesting concept to me. So, I mean, I could cover it in a couple ways if you're interested. I could cover it on the website in a traditional manner, and then I also have my YouTube channel, which would look at it from this perspective. But they're like, hey, yeah, we've been looking for influencers to maybe check it out, so we'll add you to the list. So we'll see if that happens.
Let's back up the squadron.
And that whole conversation
Gonna pay for all
got Hyperkin interested in me again, apparently. So, we'll see how that goes. It's fun. All day in the life. It's fun. Fun stuff.
Something's wrong. I don't see anything.
Huh. Had that kind of happen with me and my grandparents along with my immediate family, like right before I quit my last job. Oh, dang. Great to keep the game fresh and everything. Exactly, Blotch. I understand completely there. Daughter also got sick this week. We did a COVID test for her. Next baby is due in a week and a half, so I got to make sure I didn't get sick. Yep. I feel you there. But it was funny because... Yeah. Iris was like telling everyone in the neighborhood, like, I can't play, I got COVID. I was like, you don't have COVID, stop it. Stop. All the parents are gonna hate us. Like, we're still letting her play outside a little bit since she's way too energetic otherwise, but yeah. Since we knew it wasn't COVID. Be those people, I guess. They're getting me. Probably not gonna get a gold on this. I'm not trying very hard. We'll change over to another game here in a little bit too.
I've got everything above. Knock it off, Bob.
Interrupt his dialogue to shoot him in the back. Love it. Ready for the new Mario movie? I don't even think I'm planning on seeing it, to be honest. Yeah, I just have no interest. Yeah, Iris is a goob. But yeah, for anyone that might just be joining in on stream and wondering about how the controller's doing, I literally wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between playing it on this emulation stuff right now to a real N64 other than I have it upscaled by 4 times at the moment. Like, other than the visual differences, like the controller's handling just like it does on the real hardware for the most part. We saw some slight dead zone differences in Mario 64, but nothing major. Oh yeah, I did terrible on that. That was really bad.
Up ahead. Looks different.
Probably watched the Mario movie when it hits Netflix. Yeah, exactly.
All range mode.
What about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie? See, I'm more interested in the Sonic 2 than Mario. Like, the first Sonic movie was really good to me. Like, I really loved that movie.
Gee, quit moving around.
But I don't know. Like, I'm just not a big enough of a Mario fan to really be that excited about the Mario movie.
Keep up the good work.
I'm not that big of a Sonic fan either, but I knew less about Sonic, so that's why I was more curious about it and had a good time with it. Alright, Red, take it easy. Thanks for popping in when you could.
It's time to try our new weapon.
Appreciate it. Oh, we're not gonna get a one-hitter quitter on him. Darn. I tried.
Coming for you.
Oh man, he was right on my butt. Cocky little Frank. Dude, I'm not gonna get him before the ship gets in place. That sucks. Oh, this was a really bad run on that. Oh well, we got him. He didn't land at least. So I mean, that's a plus. That is not a gold medal though. That was terrible. That was real bad.
We're heading for Aquid.
All
Report
right.
in.
That's enough. That's enough Star Fox. Here, let's check out Hydro Thunder for you, McClaws. There are retro achievements for this one. Interesting. Can they make a Star Fox movie? I mean, if Nintendo wanted to, they could. Will they? Probably not, because Star Fox is a dead franchise. They killed it off hardcore. It's so dead. Lost Island. All right, let's go with our friend Damn the Torpedoes here. Damn the Torpedoes. But yeah, look how beautiful this game is, man. Like, I mean, this is upscaled, of course, but like even at native resolution, like this is a beautiful game on N64. And performance isn't too terrible either, all things considered. Like, comparing this game and the Dreamcast version is actually really cool because they actually do look fairly similar, other than the Dreamcast being able to run it at 480p to 240p. But like, other than that, like, it's fairly identical, like, which is really cool, all things considered. I think the Dreamcast version might have music going on all the time too, though, unlike N64. Some things you do have to concede on for N64, I guess. Starshot? Dude, I don't know how to play that game, man. I took the monkey out. Yeah! Take that, monkey. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. We got it. That's a secret boost, by the way. Like, you get a bunch of boosters. Oh, dude, are we going to get first? Are we going to be able to get first? I don't know if we're going to get it. I don't think I'm going to get it. No. Dude, I got it. Yes, let's go. We got it. We barely got that. Holy crap. That was so bad. That was so bad. Got some retro achievements out of it, though. So cool. Cool, I guess. That was fun. I don't think I have Starshot on here right now. I think I own that game on cartridge, but I don't think I've dumped it yet. Let's see here. Starshots. No, I don't have that one. Got Superman, though. We got Superman. Dude, Mega Man 64. I like this version of Mega Man Legends. Like, this is another one of those really impressive ports. All things considered. Like, this was a... this was like a good 250 megabyte game that they put down onto a 32 megabyte cartridge. I mean, it still has most everything. You get better graphics than the N64 or PS1 version. And all they had to do was really compress the voice samples, but it still has all the same voice acting. So, I don't know. I think it's cool, personally. Bomberman 64. I do have those games. I haven't dumped them yet. I barely got those games a couple months ago, so I haven't had time to dump them yet. What up, Michael? Welcome to stream. You bought a Series S because of this channel? That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. I really want to learn how to play 1080 snowboarding again. Like, I used to know how to play this game. I don't know how to play it now. Like, every time I try to play it, it's just a really bad crap fest. I keep disappointing Hamster here. Hamster's like, check this game out, check this game. I'm like, I'm sorry, can't. But yeah, I used to know how to play this game. I cannot anymore. Battle Tanks was fun as a kid, don't know how it aged. It's still fun as long as you don't try to take it seriously. Me and Sir Lowell's played through all of Battle Tanks 2 in co-op through Parsec a couple months back. Like, that was really fun. Alright, so that's jump. But yeah, like, I don't know how to, like, really do anything. Like, I'm holding forward to go fast. But I, like, still am not catching up. And I don't remember how to do tricks in this game. Like, you totally do, like, grinds and tricks and grabs and stuff. I have no idea how to do any of that. But this is another really pretty game on N64, though. Like, all things considered. There we go. Alright, so that's how you... Alright, we did a grab. Totally lost for it, but we did the grab. Okay. But, like, I don't know how to go faster. Like, I feel like I'm going so slow. Why play 1080 when Snowboard Kids exists? It's like asking why play it's like asking why play Need for Speed Underground when Mario Kart exists. They have different appealing things. Oh, there we go. You have to hold down Z. All right, there it is. You hold down Z. They have different things that appeal to you. Ah! Wipe out. Oh, get away from me, dude. Oh no. Okay, we're going too fast now. Oh, whoa, I apparently leaned too far forward. Oh, gosh. Okay, going way too fast is apparently bad for your health. Got it. Ow. I am damaged. I killed myself. Nice. That's awesome. Need to learn how to get the best resolution out of any given core and RetroArch on the Series S.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, just mess around with the internal resolution options on the cores. They still haven't updated RetroArch to take advantage of anything past 1080p native output yet, though, so it doesn't really matter how much you crank it up, it's still going to be 1080p output currently. Hopefully the next version will fix that. They fixed it for DuckStation and PPSSPP for their standalone versions, so we just need to wait for them to finish it for RetroArch. Apparently that's a shortcut and I need to use it. Kildare, thank you for that Twitch follow, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this game is making a lot more sense now. Who knew all you had to do was spend a couple minutes with it and you'd understand how to play the game again. There he is. Look at that, we're not going to take those jumps and make ourselves go slower. We're going to win this. We're going to win this crap. Bam! We won. Haha, suckers. But yes, for anyone that might just be joining us, be sure to get in on the giveaway for RetroBit's latest collector's edition of Undercover Cops. They were on open pre-order a few months back. They have just shipped to people that ordered them, so if you missed out on it, here's your opportunity to get one. But yeah. I love the Army Men games a lot too. Like, these are some pretty cheesy games, but I freaking love them. Let's see here. What else might be interesting to check out? You can always show off Zelda or Majora's Mask here for a bit. Let's actually load that up real quick because we start with a sword, so we can show off a spin attack really quick. Nice, I already have that made. Alright, so we'll just fast forward all this. High-level emulation of Majora's Mask is really bad. Like, Link will be, like, missing an arm, and other random effects are totally missing. The fog is completely missing on a lot of high-level plugins. That's why low-level emulation is so important for N64. I wish you could do it this good on an Xbox. That would be fun, but with the Angry Lion, it's just so friggin' CPU demanding. I'm so bad at the spin attack, man. Alright. Tempted to get one to see how well it could do for finer kinds of input in Zelda. Check out my review for it, DGameFather, because the whole thing about N64 controllers, Nintendo's original N64 controller just had such interesting ranges. And while the wireless Tribute and wireless Brawler reined them in, it's still not a one-to-one match, but it is more than good enough for non-speedrun players, if that makes sense. But I mean, like, the gating on them isn't quite right on either the Brawler or the Tribute, so it is slightly different on inputs. Like, I think speedrunners could totally pull off all the same moves. It would just take a little bit of relearning on their part from an official N64 controller. But the wireless ones, definitely. I would not recommend getting the wired ones. The wired ranges on the Brawler and Tributes are completely too oversensitive and randomized, depending on the one you get. Like, these wired versions, they really fine-tuned them. Like, I would not recommend the wired ones. Can't get the Ganondorf trick with a regular stick anyways. Well, I mean, maybe then. Maybe you could then. I don't know. See, that's what's funny. Like, I don't ever try to recommend this stuff to, like, speedrunners. But for casual players and stuff, like, they're really great. And I actually like the enhanced range a lot of the time. I think the range on the official stick was, like, 82? 82 or something, I don't quite remember. But the analog range on these ones is about 90-ish. So you get a little bit of quicker turning in a lot of games, which I think really helps those games feel a little bit better compared to the official N64 controller. Without being too oversensitive like the wired versions. The wired versions can go up to like 113 range, and it's just way too sensitive most of the time. Like, I could pull off the spin attack, but I'm really bad at it. I've always been bad on it. It doesn't really matter the controller, but, like, you can easily do it. Yeah, I still have my original Kickstarter Brawler, too. I actually ended up getting rid of most of my wired Brawlers. I just kept one of them since I backed the Kickstarter, and it has my name in the box. So I kept that one. But like, the improvements that were made to the wireless version of the Brawler and the wireless version of the Tribute over their wired versions is so astronomical. It's such a night and day difference. Like, they're just such amazingly better pieces of hardware for both companies. Like, it's crazy. Am I getting the Switch version? I've thought about it, but now they're already in Scalper's Paradise, so, like, you can't even get them if you wanted to. They're already selling for, like, 150 bucks on eBay. They said they have more coming in late October, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll try, because I'm curious to try it out. I want to see how they did the thumbstick. I'm interested if they're using a modern alternative, or if they actually are making them authentic N64 controllers that'll break in 2 months. You can pre-order on Nintendo. It just said unavailable on mine. It said this item is sold out. I don't use NetPlay, Robert. I couldn't tell you how it works. I've never used it ever. Never tried it once. Doesn't interest me. So I've never once given it a shot. This game's so dark. Yeah, I don't know, Hamster. I don't know, man. Like, when I've looked at it, it just said this item is not available. More coming late October. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment on scalpers. Yeah, like, this pattern that's like the stars, the triangles and stuff. Like, this doesn't show up in HLE emulation for N64 on a lot of emulators without a lot of fine-tuning. The trail Link leaves behind when he does this little spin attack doesn't show up right. Like, just little nuances like that that just don't show up right in high-level emulation that people just don't care about. That's why N64 emulation was so stagnant for so long. People didn't care about the issues because they could at least play the game. Oh, were you? That's too bad. Oh well. Again, it's not the biggest deal to me personally. I mean, I'll try to get one, but I'm not gonna cry if I don't. Like, the only reason I really want one is just to see how the thumbstick is. Like, I want to know what they built the thumbstick with.
Here we go. Mega Man?
Because they are using a Bluetooth controller, so
Wait a sec.
at least it would work with a lot of things, but who knows what the input latency would be like. Input latency's never bothered me as much as it's bugs a lot of people, though. So I can see a lot of people being mad about it, but I don't think I'd really care that much. Come here, little Reaverbot. Give him my Zenny.
Turn right there. see a door.
Alright. I don't mind emulation since I used to run Ocarina of Time on it, but now that I have official hardware, it kind of spoiled me. Get my hands on a steel stick for my stick. Yeah, I want to get a steel stick one of these days too, just for fun. Like, I don't think I'd ever stop using my wireless tributes, to be honest, even if I got a steel stick, just because wireless is way too dang convenient. And I've gotten so used to those controllers anyway, it doesn't really bother me that they don't have the official ranges. But I still want one, just to... Like, I'd put it in my Pokemon N64 controller, just so that way it'd always have a good thumbstick. Just want to see how viable I can make the N64 Switch one work with Smash. For competitive games, people recommend getting the 8BitDo wireless Bluetooth receiver and plugging that into the Switch instead of just connecting it directly to the Switch. Apparently it lowers input latency. So I find that fascinating. Alright. I know about Zennies. I know about it. I've beaten this game like 700 times. This is my favorite Zelda light game. 8BitDo and RetroBit made an N64 controller freaking forever ago, but their receivers are just Bluetooth receivers, so they can pair with any Bluetooth controller. So, like, people use on the NES and SNES Bluetooth controllers that Nintendo's already released to get lower input latency out of them on the Switch. So, since it'll be a Bluetooth controller, it would hook up to it just like any Bluetooth controller would. Probably would need a firmware update, I'd imagine, but I don't imagine that'd be too difficult to come by. Got 560 Zenny. Power Razor. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Zelda-style games because it's Mega Man. And I love Mega Man. I still have never beat Mega Man Legends 2, though. Like, I've tried starting that game up so many times, and I've just never made it anywhere in it. One of these days on stream, we'll play through all of Mega Man Legends 2. You always enjoyed Digimon World. I wonder if it still holds up. Oh, party time! It's funny, I haven't played Digimon World since, like, the first year it came out. Oh, party time! I just remembered I always get the poop Digimon. Like, all my cool ones would always evolve into the poop. And I would always be so pissed off because that wasn't how the show was. Oh, what up, dude of rock? Digimon! I still have Digimon World 1 on my shelf back here. Once I finally get my PS1 working again, we could give that a try again. That'd be fun. So many things I'd like to stream, just never any time. There's just never any time. Alright. I also have Digimon World 4 on my Xbox. I bought it because I was trying to go for a complete Xbox set, but never really did. I only got about 200 games into the 700. Jedi, thank you for the host, buddy. But yeah, welcome, Jedi. Welcome, Dude of Rock. Good to see you both. We're testing out the wireless Brawler. It has a USB receiver now, so we're screwing around with N64 emulation, and it's all going really good. Really happy with how it's going so far. Bling! Should have Mod Wife do this one for me. Play through Pokemon Snap for me.
Yes.
Yeah, this feels great. Like, not oversensitive at all. Just what you would hope. Exactly what you'd hope for Pokemon Snap. When you play this game with like an Xbox or a PlayStation controller, like, it's so oversensitive, like, it's ridiculous. I don't remember how many of you guys remember when me and Mod Wife played this game through together. I was using the actual N64. She was playing it through Emulation. And she was having such a hard time controlling the whole thing. But yeah, this is darn near perfect. This is another game that doesn't quite work right under high-level emulation, though, by the way. A lot of glitches in this game, but when you use parallel RDP and RSP, no problem. I discovered that there's actually a way to get better Lapras shots finally, but I don't know how to do it. I should try that one of these days. Yes, everybody, get entered to win the giveaway for Undercover Cops Collector's Edition. Done. It's funny, I still prefer this version over new Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap went a little too in-depth for my tastes. Well, we don't want to make the giveaway difficult. Want people to enter my giveaway. See if we can finally get past 890 Twitch follows, or not Twitch follows, Twitter followers. That's the only thing I have mandatory is just follow me on Twitter. That way you can see notifications about stream or videos and whatnot. I enjoy new Pokemon Snap fine. It's just way too much for me. Like, I'm never going to finish that game. Whereas in this game, I can finish it in a sitting if I wanted to. That's all it really comes down to. Oh, look at Botch coming in. Oh no, Wiz coming in with the gift subs for Botch. Let's go. Thank you, Wiz. Botch is a good one to give a gift sub to. That was awesome. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you for the gift subs, buddy. Take knocked out Meowth. I don't finish a lot of games if I can't beat them quickly. That's why I grinded through Metroid finally. I was at the point where I knew I wouldn't finish it if I didn't finish it yesterday, or 2 days ago, so I finished it. And that game was awesome. It's funny, I actually started playing Samus Returns because I finished Dread. I've owned Samus Returns since the day it came out. I have the collector's edition, but I never opened it. So I finally started playing it a couple days, last night rather. And it was cracking me up how it plays pretty much the exact same as Metroid Dread. And yet, Metroid Dread has all this praise and everyone hated Samus Returns, so I need to get further into the game to see what people hated about it. Because for the most part, it feels exactly the same to me. Other than control limitations because of less face buttons that the 3DS had by default. You did it with an OG stick? Let's go. Congrats, man. That's just how it goes sometimes, man. Sometimes something just doesn't click at first. Alright, we got a couple better pictures, I guess.
Well done.
If I could just do that every time, and then I think it could go back to my original stick. For sure. Alright. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Like, this is a great input method to do your N64 emulation with. Just like on real hardware. You just have to be aware of those holding down button limitations that we saw in Mario Kart. But otherwise, like, this is... I couldn't tell you the difference between this and original hardware for the most part. Just a couple of things I noticed in Mario 64 with the dead zones, but otherwise, yeah, like this gives you another similar experience, just like the wireless tribute does. So that's nice. I want to try hooking up the Ultra Edition wireless Brawler to the USB receiver real quick, though. So we're just gonna let this one time out. And try loading this one up instead. Because I believe RetroFighters said that they're compatible with each other, despite one being designated for USB, the other one's not. I think they use the same wireless signal. So we're just going to give it a minute here. I'm going to go get a drink, so I'm going to leave you all on with some tunes here real quick. So BRB. Alright, everybody. Sorry about that. Chrono12, thank you for that Twitch follow. So, the controller is turned off due to its internal sleep mode to save on battery life. So now we're going to try to connect up the Ultra Edition here. So we're going to put it into pairing mode. Hold down start for 3 seconds. There we go. We'll see if it connects to the USB receiver. Let's leave it like that. Let me look at the how to pair section in this guide again real quick. Just to make sure that we're doing this right. Hold start button for 3 seconds, go into pairing mode and let go. Sure the controller light is no longer flashing and is off. Okay, so let's unplug this receiver then, and plug it back in. There you go, and then hold that for 3 seconds, and there we go. Yeah, so there we go. We just paired the Ultra Edition up to the USB receivers. So yes, they are cross-compatible between the USB receivers and the N64 receivers. So they are the same controller. Just confirmation there. So we do have Ultra Edition available to us now. I do have Dr. Pepper in my hand, it's true. So that's cool. So you can just pair up any of your wireless brawlers to the USB receivers. Very, very good. Very cool. So, if you guys ever want to see, like, if the analog ranges on your N64 controller are good and you don't have a way to run homebrew on your N64, you can always load up Buck Bumble, because this game actually has controller input issues if analog ranges are too high. So we'll see if this controller translates over to emulation here real quick. So yeah, once you go over like a range of 100, I believe, you can't turn that direction anymore. So yeah, we can emulate it just fine with this controller too. Cool. The original Brawler 64 and Tribute 64, the wired versions, would have issues with this game because analog ranges were too high. Not a problem with wireless Brawlers and wireless Tributes though. So for anyone that actually plays this game, I own this game, but I've never actually played it all the way through. I've played like the first 2 levels. If that. Like, this is just not a game I've ever really played. That's how little I don't play this game. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. Like, I literally use this game as an analog tester, and that's quite it. This one in Toy Story 2. When you're in first-person mode in Toy Story 2, if the analog ranges go above, like, that 100 mark, you can't aim in first-person mode with Buzz. It's fascinating. There we go. Destroy the generators. A bee with lasers. Which game is this now? This is Buck Bumble. It's an analog stick testing game. Stay on target. Stay on target. Ah! Ah! They got me a little bit. They got me a little bit, everybody. I love how they have airplane crashing noises. That's fun. Ow. Oh, we took him out. Oh, that you can walk on the floor even. Alright, how do you... There we go. Great. Oh boy. There we go. That'll work. A bee with a grenade launcher. Ow. Blammy. Well, that's fun. Ow. Did I hear what happened to my Files Explorer app? Nah, I don't pay attention to that app. I avoid that app as much as possible.
Good job.
There we go. Alright. Yeah. That's cool. Glad to have confirmation that you can hook up any wireless brawler to the USB receiver. So, I'm really hoping that... I'm really hoping that RetroFighters will release these receivers separately, because I know a lot of people that already have their wireless brawlers would like to just get this instead of having to get a whole other controller to get this. Like, I know that would be the case for me. I already have my selection of wireless brawlers. Like, I don't want to have to I wouldn't want to have to buy a whole other controller to just get the USB receiver personally, but that's just how they've had to do it currently. Apparently have to change the settings so that they can't access the internal files. Well, if you still have the older version, nothing they can do about that. I imagine that'll affect retail mode more than dev mode, anyway. Wonder if they're going to go after Durango FTP the same way then. Hard to say. Who knows? Alright. Let's see here. Let's show off some pilot wings, I guess. I really like this game except for Mechahawk. That dude can kiss a toad. Alright, let's go with the gyrocopter. Alright, let's do this. I really like this game a lot. It's just those like 3 levels that really piss me off. You know, I used to, until I started that N64 playthrough marathon, I used to look down on this game. And then when I played it, I was like, you know what, this was really cool. Jedi Slobber Doofus, thank you for the Twitch follow there. Alright, how do I decelerate again? I don't remember. We're totally gonna miss this. Oh, we totally missed that. Alright, we didn't get landing points, that's for sure. I landed outside target. I didn't even go the right runway, I don't think. Which runway was I supposed to go to? Extras were Cannonball. Oh, okay. Jedi Slobber Doofus. What a name. Thank you for the Twitch follow again. I don't recall which way it wants me to go. Yeah, it just wants you to go back to the first runway, that's right. Alright, let's do this. Maybe that was too hard. At least we landed in the runway, though. Oh, really? It gave me a 20 out of 20 on the impact? That was really hard. Whatever, I'll take it. There you go. What up, Gogito? What do I think of the RetroFighters GameCube controller? Blasphemous or brave? I will reserve judgment until I actually play games with it, to be honest. Like, I am disappointed that it is using a PlayStation layout. Personally, I hate PlayStation layouts. I like offset thumbsticks myself. So I am disappointed by that. The thumbsticks also look a little bit small. But again, I will reserve judgment until I can actually play games with it. I did pre-order one. When the pre-orders are open, RetroFighters has me on their review list, so they will probably send me one early, hopefully. Just like they did with this USB Brawler 64 here. This got sent to me early. They just started pre-orders on these as well. But if it has good performance, it does have built-in rumble. If it can work with Rogue Squadron 2, but honestly, if it just works really good, I can get over that stuff really quickly. If it does what it's supposed to do, I will be very happy. So, I mean, I love their Dreamcast controllers, despite them being slightly blasphemous to some people too. Like, I love these Dreamcast controllers. I wish they were wireless. I'm waiting for us to get a wireless Striker DC, but I don't know. I'm excited about those controllers and can't wait to try them out. I just really want them to do well. And, I mean, considering RetroFighters' track record, I think they'll be alright. Just want to chime in and say Back for Blood is not bad. Nice. Glad you and your other is enjoying it there. Ernie Zach. Party for earning the perfect score. Thanks, Jedi. Yeah. Because, I mean, I missed out on RetroFighters' original NES controller, the Jab gamepad. Like, I never used that. I've never touched that. I don't know how that is. But, like, the wired Brawler, I really enjoyed it when it first came out, despite its couple of design flaws. Like, the L trigger thing never really bothered me. because you don't really use L and the analog stick at the same time. That's not how games were designed to work. So that never bothered me. I never bothered getting replacements for my L buttons on my originals. The analog stick range is a little hit and miss for some things, but even that, I didn't really mind a whole lot. I got used to it, never really minded it. And then with their wired version, like, they fixed the analog ranges, and it just still feels really awesome to use. I wish it had rumble, and I'm slightly disappointed by holding down a button like the Z button can fire on occasion, but I mean, overall, it's still a very solid controller, and I really enjoy it. And then their Striker DCs are like my absolute favorite third-party controller ever made to date. I love these things to death. Like, I don't know. Like, I hold this in very high regards as one of the best third-party controllers ever made. So, I have high hopes for them with their PlayStation controllers and their GameCube controller. What's going on, Craw? How you doing? Welcome out to stream. Let's see here. Thinking the PowerA GameCube controller is probably still a better option because, yeah, the PlayStation layout's weird to you. Yeah, but you can't use the PowerA GameCube controller on a real GameCube. And it doesn't have rumble. So, I have the PowerA GameCube controller for my Switch, and it's pretty great. But I miss rumble. No, I never touched Death Stranding. It didn't really interest me a whole lot. One of these days I might pick it up on PC. Just really wasn't that interested. Nice pads. You got the 8-bit DOS. I don't really care for 8-bit DOS controllers anymore. I've been burned the last couple of controllers I've gotten from them. It's like, I have my SF30 Pro, and this thing has been just awesome, very solid. I've been using this for like 4 years now without any issues for what I use it for. But then I got the N30, thing died on me in like a week. Got the N30, that thing died on me in like a month. And then I can't remember the other one I got, and it just wasn't that great. Oh, just the regular S30. I don't have it in here, I got rid of it, that's right. But I didn't like the D-pad on it. Like Andy said, I don't care for the D-pad on that thing. So I don't know. I don't have a big soft spot for 8-bit though currently. And everyone's scalping their stuff right now anyway, so it's kind of annoying. Yeah, this is Pilot Wing 64, McClaws. You got the black DualSense. I swear they feel different, but are the same weight. Freaking weird. I'm doing the giveaway for Undercover Cops, Jedi. Yeah, I'm testing the controller, but I'm cool. I'm glad to see that we get support for any of the wireless tribute or brawlers. So I mean, I hooked up the Ultra Edition. How long am I still streaming? I'm actually about to hop off, Distro. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. I saw you were streaming. Yeah. Sorry, I'm about to hop off. I appreciate you wanting to come in and give the raid, though. Yeah, the SNES version was interesting. Very, very interesting game. Very difficult game. Time to move on, find someone else later. Alright, later, Distro. Appreciate you. Love your face. Make him stay. I need to go get dinner ready for the fams. But speaking of DualSense, you have the SN30 Pro Plus and you're not happy with it? I'm sorry to hear that offend anyone. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh. It's funny, I don't even own a PS5, yet I own 2 DualSense controllers. I have their red one, because it looked friggin' awesome. And I do have to say, this is the first time Sony's ever made a controller that doesn't suck. Like, oh my gosh, these controllers are amazing. Like, I hate PlayStation controllers with a passion. But then I got the DualSense, I'm like, oh baby, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And then, the The only reason I ended up getting it was because I got sent this custom-built DualSense, and I wanted to compare how they handled against each other. So this one's actually got like adjustable thumbstick heights, and then it has the mappable buttons on the back that have been modded in. And I can't believe how much they're charging for this. Apparently this is like only a $50 mod kit, but they're charging like $280 for these controllers, which is absurd. And I said that in the review. It's like, this is not something I would ever pay for. Like, I was dead honest about that. I was like, this is cool and it's great, but I would never pay for this. I don't have any real use for their N64 controller, though. It looks like the best modern N64 games. Like, I'll have ports or remakes like Mario 64 DS or Zelda Collector's Edition. Hey, custom Mass Effect tally skin. You see, we're good after all the reviews came out, and I hear so many mixed reviews from other people now. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I had such a strong initial reaction to 8-Bit Dough. Like, I got a bunch of retro receivers. Like, I had a retro receiver for the Super Nintendo. I still use the retro receiver for the NES. I got one for the Genesis, and like, they worked okay. Like, they worked fine. But then, like, I had the SF30 Pro, or yeah, whatever that one was, and I really liked it. And then everything else I've gotten from them is just falling apart so quick. Like, I don't know what to think about them anymore. And it's like, I've tried reaching out to them. Like, I've tried reaching out to them to get on a review list or something, maybe. Since money's tight in our household, since reasons we've talked about many times on stream before, but a lot of my stuff does rely on review contracts and stuff like that. Like, that's why I'm able to show off so many cool things to everybody, is by talking with these companies and their awesomeness and willingness to let me cover it. But still haven't been able to get a hold of 8-Bit Dough in that regard, so I mean, I'm gonna keep trying, because I'd like to give their stuff more options, but spending my own money on 4 different controllers that have all bit the dust in a month is not great. Talked to We Chip on Daily. Actually, they gave me a free Android box to review. Nice. Congrats, Skulls. I'm actually trying to branch out into a bunch of different things here in the next few months, too. I'm hoping it works out. I guess they make that gamepad. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. But I need to go and get started on dinner for the fams. I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with us today. Let's there we go. Yeah, but really appreciate everyone that's hung out today. We actually had a pretty active chat today, which I'm grateful for. It really makes stream feel a lot more community driven, which is what I prefer. But yeah, that was demonstration of the RetroFighters Brawler 64 wireless gamepads. So, pretty much the same as their, well, I mean, it is the same controller as their wireless Brawler 64s for N64. The only main difference is that it comes with a USB receiver that you can plug all of your wireless Brawlers into. So we're going to think of some form of dedicated video to showcase this guy with. But everyone check out RetroFighters stuff if you would. They're nice enough to send stuff to me to show off, so I implore you to check out what they're doing. They're really good people. And also at the same time, be sure to hit ! giveaway and get entered into the RetroBit Undercover Cops giveaway I'm doing here. RetroBit is another great company that works with me here, and they sent me out a copy of Undercover Cops to review. So I spent my own money to support their release here to do a giveaway for all of you, because I believe in what they do as well. Honestly, two of my favorite companies right there, RetroBit and RetroFighters. Both companies that have really made this channel what it is today with their support. But anyways, we're gonna call it there. Hope to see you all back. Not just because my name's in it. It is not just because my name's in it, but my name is in that actually. My name's in the manual. Like, that's pretty cool. That's one of those things that you always wish you'd see as a kid, is your name in a video game credits section or special thanks section somewhere, and I've got that a couple times now. Anyway, dreams do come true, people. Dreams do come true. Oh man, Knight, say hi to the fan for me. Will do. Will do, Jedi. Gonna hang out to the end of stream. All right, Distro, we won't be keeping you very long. We're actually signing off right now, buddy. But before we go here again, let's just get those links going for that. There we go. Or not. There we go. Now, good. Alright. You thought RetroFighters was a game? Oh yeah, it's the company name. Alright, well, I think that's everything I got today, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope to see you back soon. I am going to attempt to maybe stream next Sunday, a week from today. Make no guarantees. We have a new baby inbound this week, so things are going to get crazy starting on Wednesday. So stick tuned to Twitter, Discord, things like that, and we'll keep y'all updated. But till then, later, everybody. Wait a second. Yes. How many kids do you have? This will be number 5. Number 5, and hopefully the last. Congrats, thanks, Distro. We actually, we've talked about it, but haven't talked about it, that we're having another kid. It's really funny, we're not trying to keep it a secret or anything, but, we just never really talked about it this time. Oh, well. Anyways, thank you, Distro. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have an amazing night. See you back next time.
All of you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. No. Fall over. Fall over. Fall over. Fall over. Oh my gosh. How is that a thing? How is that a thing? Oh my gosh.